Just days after Hannity cheered on his fans for smashing their coffee machines in a show of defiance in favor of Roy Moore, Sean Hannity has had a sudden change of heart. Shortly after Keurig and other companies pulled their ads over Hannity's defense of Moore, and after numerous videos of Hannity fans smashing their own stuff, he did a segment urging people to stop. Watch.
Now, please, I'm calling for a ceasefire here. I humbly appreciate your support, but I'm asking you to not smash your Keurig. And I must admit, these videos this weekend, I watched and I laughed. They are hysterical. Watch this.
This is what I think of you, Keurig.
All of that was done to support my ability to continue to do this show every night. I am beyond humbled. Now, as I said, I own 5 Keurigs. Please stop destroying yours. And by the way, for the people who did, later this week I have a big announcement. I will be giving away 500 coffee makers. Now, I'll decide on the brand that I'll be giving away in the coming days based on how things unfold.
Okay, I will never not be amused by watching conservatives destroy stuff that they actually own, that they paid money for. Hilarious, right? And here's Sean Hannity going, oh, I laughed right alongside you guys as you destroyed your own stuff. Wonderful. Even Hannity's laughing at you. But anyway, look, the idea that they took that stuff that they bought and smashed it. Also, Hannity can come out and say, oops, oh, hey, don't do that. I own 5 Keurigs, guys. I didn't go out and smash my Keurigs. Tamp it down. Cut it out. Cut it out. We kind of need that ad money. And look, to be fair, Keurig isn't running ads anymore. And what they apologized for, and he made a big deal about this in his segment. They came out and apologized. No, what they apologized for is for making it public. They were going to pull the ads anyway. They just shouldn't have done it through their Twitter account. At least that's what they're arguing, right? We're sorry we came out so publicly and said we're going to pull ads from you. We were going to do it anyway. We just shouldn't have told you. Because then, oh, look at that. We've got a blowback. So here's the thing, right? So now, Hannity is not done yet, since we're pretty sure he works for the advertisers, right? But he is also starting to see that what Moore has done is indefensible. He's trying to defend the indefensible, right? Now, that 5th accuser was actually more than enough to convince Hannity to decide to give him a little bit of an ultimatum. Now, this, of course, is Beverly Young Nelson. Now, at the time when she was just 16, Moore, who was a regular patron at a restaurant, offered her a ride home from work. Now, she got in the car, and he decided not to take her home, but instead go around the back of the restaurant in a dark area and tried to grope her, tried to take her shirt off, tried to force her head into his crotch, all that horrific stuff, right? Now, she said, quote, I was alarmed and I immediately asked him what he was doing. Instead of answering my questions, he said, Mr. Moore reached over and began groping me and putting his hands on my breasts. I tried to open my car door to leave, but he reached over and locked it. She said, I thought he was going to rape me. I was twisting and I was struggling and I was begging him to stop. Eventually, she said, Moore decided to give up. He told me, quote, you're just a child. I'm the district attorney of Etowah County, and if you tell anyone about this, no one will ever believe you. Huh. So, yeah, that situation, look, already the molesting a 14-year-old, super indefensible, right? There's no defense of that. That wasn't where Hannity, like, that was not the tipping point for Hannity. This apparently was. I know, right? Republican morals. But look, here's the thing, right? I'm kind of speculating here, but maybe one of the reasons that Roy Moore allegedly went after teen girls is that he had a power dynamic over them, and that if he did anything like that, well, they wouldn't believe him anyway. To be fair. Okay. But anyway, now Hannity was like, oh man, so I saw this, and there was corroboration and all sorts of stuff. Oh crap. Not only that, but these are Trump voters, so it's not political in nature. This actually did happen. Now I need to change my tune. And on Tuesday's show, he decided that he was going to give Moore a little bit of an ultimatum. Let's watch.
Between this interview that I did and the inconsistent answers, between him saying, I never knew this girl, and then that yearbook comes out. For me, the judge has 24 hours. You must immediately and fully come up with a satisfactory explanation for your inconsistencies that I just showed. You must remove any doubt. If you can't do this, then Judge Moore needs to get out of this race.
Oh, damn. Oh, whoa. Oh, Judge Moore needs to get out of this race if he doesn't have undeniable proof that these are unfair allegations. All right, so look, now you might be expecting me to give Hannity a little bit of credit, right? For sort of walking away from Moore. No, that's not going to happen. Why? Because that is literally the lowest bar that you can set. You cannot go any lower. Especially when some of Hannity's past defenses for Moore, including, of course, the old lie that a lot of women just, you know, allege sexual harassment in order to get something. Gee, what are they getting? What is to be gained by, you know, alleging sexual harassment? I mean, I guess a lot of things you're going to gain are death threats, but I don't know what else you get. Look, in a majority of these cases that keep getting brought up now, there's no money involved. There's no payoff here. There's actually far more negative consequences for coming out for these women than there are of anything else. So what are they getting? That doesn't make any sense. And at one point, before he decided to walk it back, he said that this relationship with Lee Korfman, the 14-year-old, was consensual. It was not. She was 14. The age of consent in Alabama was 16 at the time. That is completely indefensible. He realized it and was like, oh shit, I gotta walk it back. Now, Hannity's awfulness aside, this entire situation looks really, really bad for Roy Moore. I mean, when you start to lose Hannity, well, then you're in a bad situation. And look, it's not because the base is pushing back either. No, no, no. Among voters polled, Moore still leads the race by 6 points. This entire thing, Hannity walking back, is nothing more than him trying to appease the advertisers. Look, if you don't have advertisers on cable news, you don't have a show. You don't have money. And what's Sean Hannity concerned about? Money. It's the money. Keurig still is not doing ads. They still pulled their ads from Hannity, despite that, of course, somewhat apology for going public with it. He's like, man, we got to get these advertisers back. And it's not just Keurig. There was a lot of other companies that pulled their ads from Hannity over this. So now you're seeing Hannity decide to go, hey, man, look, maybe I was wrong about this. Please come back. By the way, did I tell you that I own 5 Keurigs? And that thing at the end of the first video that he said, I've got 500, I've got 500 coffee makers I'm going to give away. This is a signal to the advertisers. Hey, man, look, if you come back, Keurig, then I'm going to buy 500 coffee makers and give them away to my audience. Please come back. Please, I'm begging you, come back. We need that money. Look, if you have any questions about who Sean Hannity really works for, I think that should probably answer it. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.